Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Well, hello, gatekeepers. Happy Monday to you all. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope things went well. We had a good time over here Friday night. If you missed it, we had a great conversation. It was just cool and, it was easy like a Sunday morning. It was nice. It was very nice. So welcome back. Happy Monday. How am I doing? I'm good. Thank y'all for asking. Thank you. Yeah, Beyond the Case, I liked it today. I did. I enjoyed it. And I know y'all want to continue to relax. So let's get the gossiping. Before we do, we got to do what we do over here. Now, today we had fake tears, family drama, relationship problems, suspicious behavior, a whole lot of people making decisions that have us scratching our head already. So I think they got us off to a pretty good start for the week. I do. Now, if you happen to be new to the channel, we're glad to have you here. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and share this recap with another Beyond the Gates fan. And if you're enjoying this community, consider becoming a gate member, a member. We'd love to have you join us for our members only chats and all the fun that we have together. A huge thank you to all of our amazing moderators. You all take a minute and say hello to the mod squad. Hey, moderators. Hey. Mwah. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing pretty good. They help to keep the community welcoming every single day, and we appreciate everything that you do. Now, to my replay gang, those of you who are listening later on, we appreciate y'all too. So don't forget, now you be the leader over there, and you already got Miss Elaine, leader of the replay gang. But you all good over there and make yourselves a community. Get used to saying, let me see if so-and-so down here comment today. That's my girl, that's my boy, whatever y'all do down there in the replay. Create your own thing over there. Now, before we do another thing, let me pull out my romper room mirror and see who's down here typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
I'll tell you who's typing in the comments. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll up. There's not many in here right now, but we gonna push on forward. Let them catch on later. Myrtle Tister says, hello, Miss Jen, gatekeepers into the mods. Hello to you too, Myrtle. I hope you're doing well today. I changed my little symbol today. Can y'all see that down there? It's all bright and colorful. It used to be black, like a black circle. So if you're looking for me now, it's not a black circle no more. It's this thing right here now. You got to look for that colorful little circle thing over there, okay? Miss Coretta JV5 says, good evening, Miss Jen, mods, gatekeepers. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, Coretta. We hope that you're doing well as also. KB Mommy's in the house, one of our moderators, and she says, happy Monday, Miss Jen, mod squad. And to the chat, happy Monday to you too. Good to see you here today, KB. Be on Purpose says, hey, everyone, today was good. It was. They didn't bring Lynette back yet, but it was good. Lightning Storm is in the house and says, good evening, gatekeepers. We on early today. Is it early? I used to come on at 4:30 every day. Can't do that right now. In the summertime, I got to get out in. I got stuff to do. But anyway, I tried to come in a little earlier today than 8 o'clock. You know, I be trying. I be trying to get in here at 7. 7 just don't be working out, child. I was still in these streets at 6, okay? Be on Purpose says, I love Danny, Andre, Kat, Nicole. You know, I have things to say about Danny and Andre, little husband. Po little tink tink. But anyway, I ain't about to waste too much time, y'all. We're gonna go on and unlock these gates and see what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Miss Jasmine Williams, how you doing? Good to see you here today as well. Jasmine says, hey, Miss Jen and the gang. All right, good to see you here today, Jasmine. All right, y'all, let's get into what had happened was today. First of all, before we do a thing, let us talk about the fact that Miss Carla Mosley has been nominated for Outstanding Lead Performance in a Daytime Drama Series and Actress, And also, Miss Tamara Tooney was nominated as well for Outstanding Lead. So they're up against each other for Outstanding Lead. Interestingly enough, they did not nominate Clifton Davis. You know they ain't gonna do right by this show. You know, because y'all know good and doggone well. And we will be watching the daytime Emmys. Oh, yes, we will. And we'll be picking our own winners. We ain't got to listen to them. Whoever they pick is who they pick. Who we pick is the winners, okay? But listen. Matter of fact, we're going to vote fair. We're going to find out everybody nominated in these categories, and we're going to vote ahead of time and see who y'all really would have had picked. And don't be just picking just because it's Beyond the Gates, even though that's all right if you want to. But anyway, these two have been nominated so far, but they snubbed our guy. They snubbed our boy. They snubbed a couple people over there that should have been nominated, but they're not through. Here's one thing that I learned. The first wave of daytime Emmys are revealed in 4 major categories, which included the lead actress, where we earned 2 bids for the lead actress for, Clifton Davis got left out. The next wave will be, hold on. The second wave will be Tuesday morning. Nominees for Best Daytime Drama Series will be announced. Entertainment News Series, Outstanding Daytime Personality, blah, blah, blah. That will be announced tomorrow. And then they're going to roll out Monday evening, I guess tonight, 4 major categories, which include lead actress categories where Beyond the Gates earned its 2 bids. Wait, the third one, I'm sorry. All remaining categories will be announced Tuesday afternoon at 12 p.m. ish. Including supporting performances, guest performances, writing, and directing will officially be revealed. Okay? But congratulations to our 2 ladies for getting those nominations for leading. Jasmine says, hey, Kelly S. is in the house and says, good evening, Miss Jen, mods in chat. KB Mommy says, Miss Jen, we are not going to be in attendance also. Girl, listen. Girl, you know we having our own thing. We having our own thing. They can pick who, we going to watch. But I'm going to see if we can grab these categories, the main ones anyway, ahead of time, or anything that we don't really care about all of them. But the ones that they're nominated for, we're going to vote ahead of time. And y'all vote fair. If y'all really feel it was supposed to be General Hospital, whoever, I don't even know if that show's still on, but whoever y'all felt was supposed to win for that, then y'all go on and vote for that. I'm feeling sorry for Andre. I wish the writers would write in another love interest for him. Yeah, should have kept him with Ashley. Hey, Myrtle Tins, the Coretta, Be On Purpose, Lightning Storm, Jasmine Williams, and Kelly. Yes. That's what KB Mommy said to y'all. All right, y'all, let's get to it and see what had happened was today. Well, we began things down to Bill's office. And Bill is as stubborn as ever, insisting that he don't need to go to the hospital. He don't, yes, I might have almost had a stroke, but why do I need to go to the hospital for? Now, Dr. Montgomery done finally kicked in, behaving like a doctor and a neurologist. Because as a neurologist, ma'am, you should have been up out your seat when he first says, the minute he started talking off, and he your patient, ma'am. It ain't like you don't know his history and his information. You his doctor. You let him stutter too long before you got up out the chair. You in there acting like a young woman with a young man that don't know what to do. You a doctor. His doctor. Just pitiful. But that's how I felt about it. And it's about to be your daddy-in-law. You should have been there got up out that chair. And I hope Chelsea find out how, because you took your time getting up, ma'am. I know ain't nobody else going to make nothing out of it, but I'm just telling you, you took too long for me. Anyway, Bill don't want to go to the hospital. He wants to keep working. Dr. Montgomery finally asked Hailey and Naomi to step aside so she can examine him alone. And she was like, follow my fingers. You all right? Can you see? Look over here. Look over there. Okay. So out in the hallway, though, Hailey out there putting on, one thing Hailey can do is put on the performance of a lifetime. She can. Girl, you could put it on. You should have been nominated. But anyway, she over there talking to Naomi in the hallway, and she fake crying and fake acting worried and telling Naomi, I done everything that I could for Bill. And she was like, did you know that my daddy was having some issues? She was like, well, a little bit. She was like, and you didn't take him to the doctor? She was like, you already know how your daddy is. He don't never want to do what nobody want him to do. Don't blame me. Right now, I can't take this kind of pressure. Just please, just be my friend right now. Don't be criticizing me. So the next thing you know, Naomi hugging her, but Naomi looking like this heifer here. I don't get on my nerve. Old bald head. Just calling all kind of names under her breath. Girl, we could tell. But then here go Hailey behind her back. Stupid people. Hailey think all y'all stupid. Girl, nobody riding for you these days, but real talk still think you the stuff. She still think you the thing. She still think you better than Danny, even though, because she be in my inbox talking, so I'm going to talk about what she be talking about in there. Listen, because she be talking about the show. It ain't nothing personal. But listen. Y'all want to think, or real talk think that Danny is so horrible. But girl, you be riding for this heifer here who's trying to kill Bill. You still think Bill and Hailey is a power couple. Girl, no, they not. She trying to pull his power plug, girl. But anyway, I'm just saying. They be slow. I'm just saying, child. I don't know how you still riding for it. Even though Hailey is. The one thing we going to have to say is that Hailey is really the heifer on this show. She really is. She the head heifer in charge. She's the real villain. Leslie could never. Here it is. Y'all been thinking all this time that Leslie was the big dog. Hailey is the head heifer in charge. I'm about to tell y'all. Anyway, she just quietly has been becoming the most dangerous person on this show. Hailey ain't to be played with. Even though, girl, I can't wait for you to find out that Lynette ain't going nowhere and you thought you had taken out. And I want Lynette to be the one to get in court and stand up there and tell everything. And then turn around and get your man. See, that's where justice should roll. You should get Bill. Anyway. Meanwhile, over at Anita's and Vernon's house, Nicole has stopped by to check on her parents. Anita finishes up a phone call about the foundation before telling Nicole something she didn't know. That Kat isn't just looking at condos. She's actually put one under contract. You know that, did you? I love this look on Anita, girl. I love it. Now back over to Chelsea's house. Kat and her are talking, and Chelsea apologizes for suggesting that they use Kat's illness as part of not illness, but her surgery as part of the campaign. And she wants to create because she created that handbag with the proceeds going to first responders. And she encourages Kat to share her transplant journey online with her being a donor. Kat isn't offended, but she's like, but let me tell you something. I'm all for what you're trying to do, especially within the community of color, because we need to be out here, donating and whatnot. But I'm not about to become the poster child for what y'all got going on. And not. I was like, okay then, Kat, you better stand up for yourself. Now, over at Danny's house, Andre is caught looking at a photography campaign featuring women who've survived who've had double mastectomies. And he tells Danny that he fell down a rabbit hole looking at these beautiful, empowering images and would love to create something similar to this. Danny knows, though, that he's really worried about her and she don't like it. Girl, I guess you know what? Maybe Danny just used to Bill just ignoring you, girl, not really caring what's going on with you, really. Girl, you don't know how to have no good man, Savannah. Even though you know I think he's too young to be around here at your house. But girl, you still don't know how to have no good man. You still used to that abusive mind and stuff the building did to you. But that's abusive, smanusive, because I can't really say that word. I don't think so. Smusive, abusive, manusive. Y'all know what I'm saying. Can't really say it. But I can say the word. I'm just saying I don't think you're really supposed to use the word. So a smusive is what I'm gonna say. A smusive relationship that she was in with Bill. Billy Goat, as y'all like to call him. Billy Goat to his friends. Now, once again, we see why Bill and Danny stayed in the marriage as long as they did. Both of them are as stubborn as they come because she don't want to talk about the bracket test and he don't want to go see about his stroke. Possible? Question mark. Now, back over at Bill's office. Hold on, let me find this picture. I think I missed some pictures in here, so I'm just going to reuse this one. So back over at Bill's office, Dr. Montgomery isn't convinced that Bill had a stroke, but she isn't ruling out anything either. His symptoms have improved, but she still wants him to get evaluated. Bill, though, wants to continue on with his deposition. He ain't got time for all this be sitting around here talking about some did I stroke or did I not. I need to get in here and win this case against Mike. And so she's like, no, you're going to go to the doctor. But he eventually agrees to go on. Now, Hailey suddenly becomes the loudest person encouraging him to go. Oh, Bill, you need to go see about yourself. You know how I worried about you. Girl, you ain't worried about nothing but whether or not if they going to find that poison you done put in his system and finally getting paid off, girl. Don't play. Don't play with us up in here. Now, Chelsea continues trying to convince Kat that hold on, let me get back to these pictures. Give me a second. Okay. Chelsea continues trying to convince Kat to participate in the awareness campaign, but Kat refuses to let herself be publicly connected to Eva through this organ donation story. Kat also is not going to let anybody push her into doing something that she doesn't want to do. Mm-mm. Those days are over. Y'all not pushing Kat around like that no more. No, sir, you're not. Now, Chelsea promises not to pressure her anymore. Then Chelsea receives a text and finds out that her dad is headed to the hospital for a possible stroke. And she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. And Kat is like, you go see about your dad and I'll cover for you with the business stuff. Hold on 1 second, you guys. All right. So Kat agrees to cover the business part while Chelsea goes and takes care of seeing about her dad. Now, back at Anita's house, Vernon and Anita are discussing Kat's condo because, her mama didn't know nothing about all this. And they was like, yeah, girl, she bought a condo. And but one thing about it, Vernon says she never did mention Tomas. See, I told you, you got to get up early to get past older people, baby. They know what you said and what you didn't say. And I told y'all on Friday she didn't bring up Tomas. But yep, Vernon was like, nope, she did not bring up no Tomas. And that was interesting, was it not? So he wonders if Tomas now feels rejected twice. First by the rejection of the proposal, and now because Kat bought a place without him. Now, Nicole says that she needs to go and check on her daughter herself. Now, back over at Danny's, Naomi calls to tell her that Bill may or may not have had another stroke. And Danny was so busy over there pawing and clawing at Andre that she said that she wasn't really interested in going to check on Bill. I don't want to go. You know what, girl? Your guilt is deep, girl, that you don't want to go to the hospital and check on Billy Willie. You don't want to go check on Billy Willie, girl. Why? You scared that everybody gonna see it on your face? It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Girl, you ain't got to say nothing. Everybody gonna see it when you get over there. Don't worry about it, especially Hailey. You know she gonna see it, child. But everybody's surprised, like, what, she ain't going? Even Andre was like, what, you ain't going over there? Now, this time, Danny, I do think you made a mistake. Both of your daughters are down there worried about their father, and I think you need to be there too. But instead, you stay home with Andre. I think the guilt is playing a much bigger role than she's willing to admit. Because you should be down there with your daughters. Anything could be happening to their dad. And you don't want to have to be down there after the fact. Danny should be down there. Now, when you should be down there, you wants to stay around the house and pitch woo with Andre. Now, Nicole meets up with Kat and says that she's easing back into work, because her mother's like, shouldn't you be taking it easy? She's like, I am. I'm easing back into work. I'm not trying to do too much. And she says, and I would be the first. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She also okay, wait. Okay. So she also learns that Bill is in the hospital. And even Nicole is surprised that Danny ain't called to say Bill down there to the hospital. Sidebar. I do a little sewing. Unless this is leather hanging back here behind them. Ain't the Chelsea Cat line just a purse line? What y'all need this fabric for? Unless that's leather. And that's not generally the way leather gets hung up. I'm just saying. Maybe this is for ideas. I don't know. It's just something that caught my eye, because I do a little sewing. I don't know about y'all. I don't know. Maybe y'all making some more stuff. I don't know. Maybe y'all working on some t-shirts or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that don't sound like Danny. That Danny ain't called to tell everybody that Bill is having problems and complications. Everybody know that. Now, back at the hospital, Dr. Montgomery explains to Chelsea that even if this turns out to be something minor, repeated episodes like this are warning signs that they should not ignore. So Chelsea points out how fortunate Bill was to have a neurologist right there when everything stopped. Was he fortunate? Because like I said, ma'am, it ain't like you jumped up and started doing something right away. You know what? You're right, Jasmine. That could be purse liners. Thank you. Was it, ma'am? Because you did not jump straight up out your chair the way you should have. But anyway, she's like, but it was good that I was there. Now, inside Bill's room, he in there talking to Scaly Hailey, the heifer from down under. And she's pretending to be the loving wife that Bill needs. Bill promising that he gonna change his lifestyle and eat healthy and take better care of himself. And she was looking like, what? Why? Girl, you was this close to saying why? Girl, why? Why? I'm just saying, why? You know you wanted to say it. He even tells Hailey that she's going to have him around for a long time, and she was looking like, mm-mm. The look on her face practically screamed, that's not the plan. That's not what I want. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. She don't want you no more, Bill. She don't. Now, Nicole and Kat continue talking. Trying to see, do I have another picture of Nicole and Kat? Let's use this one. Nicole and Kat continue talking about the condo. And Kat explains Nicole's earlier words of what pushed her into making these changes. She thought buying a place together might be a compromise after turning down Tomas's proposal. Now, buying a place would be a compromise, and letting them move in would be your compromise. And Nicole isn't convinced that a condo solves relationship problems. It don't. But she young, so she don't know no better. She don't know no better. Especially, I don't know if this took my stuff and split it up, so I'm just going to go on and say. But her mama especially was not happy to hear about her talking about Tomas didn't need to put $5 down on a light bill or nothing. She didn't want him to pay no rent or nothing. Girl, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Rich, poor, middle class, you ain't got no business taking care of no man. Especially not no lawyer. I don't care if he is sending money over there home to his mama now. He got to lessen what he's sending over there if you're going to be over here, if you're going to be in the house with me. That's all I'm saying. Girl, you better get it together. Now, Nicole isn't convinced. I'm sorry. Vernon receives, now let's lean in here because I want to talk about this. Vernon got a phone call from somebody named Celia Dean, an old colleague, inviting him and Anita to dinner to talk about some consulting opportunities. And Anita says all the right things, but her face says something completely different to me. Anita was looking like, not this heifer. You know what? Let me tell you something. Celia Dean, I need for you to show up and be a lady of a particular age, still dipping it and doing it. I need for Anita to be feeling just a little bit threatened by you. Now, I love y'all, what y'all got going. But what I'm saying is that I need a little controversy, just a little bit. So let this lady be just fine. Older, refined, still dipping it and doing it. I need that. We need that. We need that for sure that, okay? But what's the history with Cecilia? We need every bit of the story now. Cause it seemed like it's a little history. Cause was it me? Was it just me, or did it seem like Anita was not exactly thrilled about this thing? But that she did that thing that we do when we're being confident about ourselves. And said, Vernon, that sounds like a great opportunity for you. When inside, she was saying, I know this heifer Cecilia has not walked up and through our lives again. She done always wanted her some Vernon. But we gonna see now. I can't wait to see who this is. Is this the lady that had stopped by the house that time? Remember that lady who had stopped by the house? And she was out there by the front door grinning at the end just a little bit too much. Plus, they got Tracy coming back soon. Is everybody about to get jealous? Anyway, I don't want to get to speculating too hard. I'm not suspicious like y'all. I do know how to control myself. Now, back at the hospital, Chelsea and Hailey end up arguing in the hallway. Is from the lady from season 1 that showed up at the Dupree's mansions coming off the bird. I thought that was her. I thought it was her. They gonna be working together. Tracy ain't gonna like that when she get down there and find that out. But anyway, let me keep going. Later on in the hallway, Chelsea, Naomi, and Hailey get to talking. Hailey, why you got this bridesmaid dress? I think I said this other day, girl, why you got this bridesmaid's dress on circa 1990 on in the middle of the hospital? I'm just asking, girl. But anyway, let me move on. You just need one of them big church mother hats to go with this, girl. You good to go on a Sunday morning. Easy like Sunday morning. You just all you need in a great big Bible. But to tell you, girl, that's all you need. That's all you need. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, they get to arguing in the hallway. Hailey claims that she worried about Bill, which she ain't. And then Hailey accuses Chelsea of acting just like Danny, to which Chelsea said, well, then when my mama get here, we gonna tag team your butt and be all over you like stank on boom boom. How about that? I was like, first of all, ladies, we are classy. You are Dupree's. Don't be in here talking like that in the hallway. Your family's on the board of directors of this hospital. Take this out to the parking lot. Or text her and say something real ugly to her. You know what I'm saying? Hailey was looking like one of the Clark sisters. You Lord. But anyway, I didn't know. I know Chelsea didn't like her, but why did I think Chelsea had kind of gotten over not liking her for real? But Chelsea in here about to give it to you, baby. And he is. And I loved every minute of it. I did. But anyway, Naomi finally steps in to calm everybody down. Okay. And Hailey stormed off complaining about Danny showing up. Baby, ain't no need you complaining because Danny is going to be on the way. Danny going to come up there to that hospital. I don't care what she said on that telephone. She coming up there to check on Big Bill. And Big Bill need to see her because you ain't calming nobody's nerve down. See, y'all want to marry these youngsters, but when it come down to it, for real, y'all really be needing somebody to know you and understand you and know what time you're supposed to take your medicines and stuff, child, because this child don't know nothing except how to put some drips in your drops in your water. Anyway, Nicole continues encouraging Kat, reminding her that a no is a complete sentence. If you don't want to move in with this boy, you ain't got to do nothing more after you done told him you didn't want to marry him. You don't owe him a woo 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 woo, girl. You ain't got to do nothing. If you don't want him, you don't want him. You don't want him. You don't want him no more. That's a whole answer. When you said no, when he said when you marry me and you said no, period, full stop. Now, Kat compares that to everyone refusing to accept. She said, "You mean like how everybody refused to accept my no when I said I ain't want to donate part of my liver?" And her mother was like, "Now that is not the same thing because you know that you helped save somebody's life. That's not the same. Don't be comparing that now." Which she was right. Don't compare them two things, even though I know she was joking. Now Nicole immediately explains that there are two. I'm sorry. Kat still believes buying the condo is the right compromise with Tomas. I'm beginning to wonder, though, if our gatekeepers are right about Tomas. Are they going to really get rid of him and write him off the show? I hope not, but something feels different here. It does, child. They keep talking about you and her not being together no more. And if y'all not together, Bill can always just get somebody else to work down to the firm. Or you could be a reoccurring character or something that stops in to put some papers on the desk or something. Because it don't sound good for poor Tomas. Poor baby. Now, Nicole also tells Kat that if Tomas wants to contribute financially, she needs to let him. Trying to pay every bill isn't necessary for trying to fix things. What I'm fixing it for? What you trying to fix it for anyway, girl? You don't need to fix nothing here, Kat, girl, no. Kat thanks her mother for always helping her navigate life's difficult decisions. Now some of these cats, girl, they don't think that your mama do nothing. They think you got the worst mama in the world. Even though that's not how you feel, girl. They feel like your mama is worse than Leslie. They think your mama worse than Penny mama on good times, girl. And I ain't never seen Nicole unplug no iron to come after you. I ain't. They say your mama worse than Misery. Your mama worse than Ike Turner. Your mama worse than Joe Jackson. Your mama's worse than Tina Turner mama. Your mama worse than James Brown mom and daddy. Child, you got the worst. You got the worst mom and daddy in the world, girl. You do. That's what the word on the street is. Although I don't think that. I think that they might have failed you in one little small area, but baby, you have been cuddled and coddled and loved throughout your whole history. That's why you're so spoiled and entitled, girl. Otherwise, how do you get to be that way? But anyway. Now, back at the hospital, the doctors have determined that Bill did not have a stroke, but they cannot rule out a TIA. What's a TIA, y'all? I meant to look this up and I forgot. I did ask chat to tell me, but I don't think it put it in here. What's a TIA? Anyway, so they want to keep him for more testing. Dr. Montgomery also wants to, hold on. Dr. Montgomery also wants to do some more blood work. Why? Girl, we don't care about you and your blood work ain't worth 10 cents. Is this because Grayson was working with the blood? Is that why y'all ain't find nothing? Eh? Is Grayson going to overhear Hailey talking at the bar and with him being the blood specialist? Do we need to tell y'all how to put these storylines together? So here how I can go. Grayson needs to overhear Hailey in there talking about how they'll never find nothing in the blood work. And since Grayson is working over there, he need to hear them say that so that he can go back and say, look, we need to test his blood for some more stuff. That's the way that need to come out. Because she going to be over there running her mouth down to the bar. Okay? So since y'all got him in there, can we utilize the fact that Grayson is working over there? I'm just saying. But anyway, she want to go deeper into the blood work. Hailey's sitting over there looking like, Lord, I don't need them looking into that blood work. If they looking at blood work, they might miss them drops up in there. Even though my cousin said it's undetectable. I hope he ain't laughing. Lord, if they find them drops up in there, then I got to pretend like I don't know nothing about it. I got to blame the grocer down there, the crow. I got to say the people at the Piggly Wiggly done put some in Bill's coffee. I got to blame. We gonna have to sue people that don't need to be sued. Because I know one thing, you ain't gonna be getting me. Okay? Anyway, Hailey immediately wants to rush him home. She was like, we can get him home. or mini stroke. Thank you. We can get him home. I can go and take him home. I can take care of him over there. And that ain't what the doctor done ordered though. The doctor says she want to keep him. She told Bill, I know you want to do the best about your health, right? I'm like, now y'all know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Hailey wig is laying down today, baby. This wig is laid. That wig is laid. It's doing all of the things that it's supposed to do. Anyway, the episode ends with Danny and Andre. They sitting in there talking because, first of all, Danny was in there pawing and clawing at Andre like he was the last pork chop on the plate and she hadn't ate in 14 days and 62 minutes, right? And so she pawing and clawing at him so hard, he was like, wait a minute. And then he told her that he already know that she has used him as a distraction the whole time from Bill, and he been good with that. I already know I'm a distraction. I was like, wait now, you already know? Okay, well, okay. But she wants to keep on arguing about the BRCA, changing the subject and whatnot. He said, because I want you to go do what you need to do for yourself, because I want you around for a very long time. And I believe Andre. He truly loves Danny, unlike somebody else's younger spouse. Andre actually wants his wife to live a long time. She wants to love him a long time. But that's not what Hailey wants. She just want to love you till the check clear. And then she probably going to pretend like she ain't never really know your name. No way. She going to be like, Bill, who? Oh, that man I was married to left me these millions. Yeah, whatever. Now, here's the problem, though. Andre doesn't know what we know. He don't know about the elevator. He don't know nothing about that. He don't know Danny and Bill crossed the line. And I don't care how much Danny keeps saying that she's not thinking about Bill. You thinking about Bill. I don't believe her. Baby, you about to be down to that hospital clowning and asking questions and falling down and snotting and carrying on and just doing the most as if your name is still Bill's wife, girl, and it ain't. And I'm going to tell you something else. I don't think it's for naught that Andre done kept that condo over there. And girl, soon as he find out that you and Bill done stepped in the name of love, that you and Bill been over here baking cakes, licking spoons and carrying on, putting too much batter in the bowl and stuff, when he find that out, baby, he gonna be back over there at his old address and leave you over there in your mansion. And then I guess Bill gonna find out about Hailey, and since everybody gonna be free, are y'all gonna get back together or no? All right, gatekeepers, now it's your turn. Let me get down in these comments and see what y'all think about today's episode. Oh, somebody sent a super sticker. Hold on. Bill Purpose, see, you know what? That's why you my friend. Like the girl said, that's why you my friend. He said, Anita wore that slick down, though. Anita wore that slick down, though. She did. That hairdo is so cute on her. But she don't really do too wrong. Y'all didn't like her little curly fro. It did look a little bit like Mo Larry Curly brother that's silent when they blow that horn, that just honk the horn and play the harp. That was looking a little bit like that. But I love this hairdo on you, girl. I do. But thank you for that super sticker, Be On Purpose. Let me scroll up and see who else came in here. What Tomas was snubbed? I call her. Oh, okay, I get it now. What Tomas was snubbed? I call a recount. I was reading it wrong. Okay, putting the wrong sense stress in the wrong word. Not to Andre. No to Andre and Ashley. I agree. Danny is not right. Andre is going to be heartbroken when he learns the truth about Danny and Bill's cake baking adventures. He is, but he gonna get more than mad. He gonna get even. Naomi is such a moron. Danny is all kinds of wrong. She is. Be Slow says, Miss Jen, Mods, Gatekeepers, good evening. Good evening to you too. Kelly S says, Mike was acting more concerned than Madison. I know, right? He was like, we can do this later. We ain't got to do this right now. We can just do this later. I mean, he can't stand you, but it seems like he don't want your life to end. Coretta speaks to KB Mommy. Jasmine says Tomas is going to spot Lynette hiding out in the PR. Ooh, did she talk about going there? Did she now? Okay, I'm back. I had to switch devices, KB says. Be on Purpose says she looks amazing. Anita does. Thank you very much. Be on Purpose. Thank you. Thank you, Be on Purpose, for your support for the channel. Jasmine, hellish little demon Hailey is on some. No, hellish. What did I see? Oh, your name. Okay. I need to pull my computer closer, but I'm not. Hellish little demon Hailey is on some serious demon time. Miss Lil is in the house and says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods. Good evening to you too." Chelsea calls Ted Uncle Ted because Cat Bill. Wait. Chelsea calls Ted Uncle Ted, but Cat calls Bill Bill, not Uncle Bill. Because in some families, after you get divorced out the family, they ain't calling you that no more. And now y'all know, now this is another thing I'm glad you about, because y'all know Cat like to give it to you where she like to give it to you, and Cat ain't checking for Bill. Cause he did what he did. Y'all know Cat know how to hold a grudge now. And she ain't forgetting that. Come on now. She was like, "You ain't my uncle no more." I think I remember her telling him that you ain't my uncle no more. But girl, please. That's your uncle. And he gonna be your uncle again. Yes, Jasmine on Devil Time. Purse liners. You're right. They could be purse liners. I hate that Andre calls his wife sister Aunt Nicole. They raised him. And she is his aunt. Even though they're divorced now, but she raised him. That's like Mama, Aunt Nicole. Danny is so busy trying to prove to Andre that she doesn't care about Bill. All the time she proving that she care about Bill. And even Andre see it. He trying to tell you, girl. Rhonda Reed says, "Good evening, everyone." Hey, Rhonda Reed. Cat needs to live alone. She's a hot mess ball of confusion right now. Let Tomato visit. It's her place anyway. Tomato will never be more than a visitor. Is Velva Dean the lady from season 1 that showed up at the Dupree's mansion and was coming on to Vernon and Anita called it? Yes, I think it is. Not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, we gonna see. Now, as I remember, she wasn't a bad looking lady. Now, I need you to show up zooted and suited, sis. I need you to show up looking real good. You know what? If y'all imagine this. If Pam Grier, I don't know what she looking like these days, but Pam Grier is still Pam Grier. But if Pam Grier or Jane Kennedy or anybody like that shows up playing a role over here and won't Vernon, baby, it's gonna be a problem. Hailey was looking like a clock sister, a 304 in the ER. Y'all need to stop. Oh Lord, Miss Jen, you are hilarious. Thank you. About time she graduated from those hall runners. Linda says, "Hey y'all, I wonder why they're not suspecting Hailey." Because they don't know. They haven't found anything to suspect yet. But Bill, I know the first thing you need to do is to be saying, Hailey been giving me a lot of tea and coffee lately. Danny is becoming very aggy, and y'all know I've been riding for her since the beginning. You starting not to like Danny? I'm sick of Danny. Which girl, she just feeling guilty. Get that lady some grace. She got a guilty conscience, child. She got a guilty conscience. I'm sick of Danny and Andre. All they do is bake cake. There's nothing more than them. That's all they do is pitch woo. I'm about to tell you. Danny has chapped my hide for good. Y'all so unforgiving. Y'all just be wanting to hold on to it like a dog with a bone. Like a pit bull on somebody's arm. Y'all just ain't about to let it go. I love Danny, but she lost me after getting on a nasty elevator floor in a couture gown with nasty Billy Goat. First of all, Bill is not nasty. The floor is. I agree, Jasmine. Danny no longer my favorite. Y'all know y'all be falling out with people for the craziest reasons. Oh my God. Hey, Linda. Yes to Pam. Good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods. I'm late. Fell asleep. I hit the like button. Thank you so much for doing so. A. Willis says, "This was a good show today." Thank you. And is this your first time commenting? Let us know, A. Willis. Don't feel bad, Belinda. I did too. Danny no longer in my top. Oh, y'all, look how y'all doing. Y'all gonna do Danny like that just because she listen, this her ex-husband. That's her ex-husband that got stole from her. Don't be judging her too hard. That's she is still love Bill when Bill jumped up and left her. Y'all know how y'all no, come on now. Y'all know good well y'all done had y'all little heart broke once or twice or 3 times in your lifetime, and you went in there trying to take somebody back. Carol Fireall says it would have been interesting if Kat as Danny's daughter instead of Nicole's. Kat as Danny. You know, I'm going to tell you something. When the show first came on, and is this your first time dating Carol? Carol, let us know. Uh, when the show first started, I felt like they should have switched the daughters. Like for some reason, I was feeling more like that fit for her. But then again, Chelsea is the one that was the model. Not saying that Kat couldn't, because Kat is beautiful. But they could have switched them. It wouldn't have mattered. I think they'd have played their role just fine. Because I think that didn't Kat say she originally read for the role? No. Did Eva originally read for the role of Kat or something? Man, I didn't forget. One of them originally read for a different role, one of the other roles. That's fine for those that no longer rock with Danny. Stand on y'all square respectfully. Welcome in to Willis 244. Willis 244 and Carol Fireall. Is this your first time commenting? If so, we want to give you your official welcome in. Let us know. All right. Well, it was interesting. I thought it was interesting today. It was. Let's see what's going on tomorrow compared to what went on today. Give me a second and I will pull it up for you guys. There's Deanna. I opened up my Instagram and Deanna popped up on my timeline. Okay, now I'm gonna read your comment. Real talk. If you out there listening, she has sent me that. I had already seen it, but she's no. She might have been the one that sent it to me. I don't know. But anyway, she said that she likes Carla Mosley, but there's no way that she's beating Heather Tom. Heather Tom is a beast. Heather Tom can act. Heather Tom has won Outstanding Lead Actress 3 times. What show is Heather Tom on? Because we don't care what she did and how she acted. We want Tamara to have it, or Danny. But really tomorrow for me. If I got to choose one, I'm going to choose tomorrow. Now, let's see what's going on tomorrow on Beyond the Gates. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so tomorrow, Danny gets a call that causes her to make an impromptu visit. Impromptu meaning that she wasn't planning to. Impromptu meaning that it wasn't really in the back of her mind, because ain't nothing about her going to see Bill gonna be impromptu. I just don't think so. Maybe unless she's going to see somebody else. I'm just saying. Chelsea, Naomi, and Madison present a united front, I guess, to deal with Bill. Hailey's advice causes Tomash to clash with Naomi. Hailey's advice. She must gonna advise him to get Bill to do some work from the from the hospital. Ted is flabbergasted by Kat's recent actions. Okay, I guess now he got to have his reaction to knowing she talking about moving in with the boy and paying all the bills. And your daddy need to say something to you about that. See, my dad already done told me, first of all, you wasn't gonna be living with me. You got to buy the cow and all the milk and all that. You be parking your foot over, parking your big feet at my house, and you ain't the man of it. But at either rate, But anyway, that's what's going on tomorrow. That's what's happening tomorrow. Let's see. Let me read the rest of y'all's comments, and I'm gonna get out of here. Welcome, Carol Fireall. KB Mommy says, greetings, Carol Fireall and A. Willis from Linda. Linda says, go watch Heather Tom then. Bold and Beautiful. To what you just read has nothing to do with Beyond the Gates, KB Mommy says. Oh, wait, what happened? Okay, I missed something somewhere. Belinda says, welcome to the channel, A Willis 244. And Belinda says, Fire Carol All, welcome to the channel. So they welcome you guys to the channel as well. All right, well, that's what happened today, y'all. Wasn't too much more went on. I guess tomorrow we'll see if it's any kind of excitement, anything like that. And we're going to need to know when these daytime Emmys are coming on. I think it ain't till later in the year. When are the daytime Emmys for 2026? When are the daytime Emmys for 2026?
The 53rd Annual Daytime Emmy Awards will be held in Hollywood, California on Friday, October 30th, 2026.
October 30th. That's 9,062 years from now. I was plumb tuckered out from the weekend. I almost missed the recap. I know that you were, Linda. But after a time, you were able to get back into the swing of things and come for the recap. The comment from said person about Heather Tom in comparison to, I don't know what's happening, but y'all must have misunderstood somebody up down here because I missed something. Jasmine says it's Toonie time. I agree with that. We need to give our girl what she got coming. But I think they're going to probably snub the show like they did The Color Purple. Even though The Color Purple, and Color Purple didn't win anything, not for even for cinematography. And The Color Purple forever changed the way movies were shot. No movie had been shot that way. They stole all the ideas from that afterwards, but oh, what a terrible thing they had did. Doing The Color Purple like that, knowing good and well that The Color Purple was one of the best movies ever put out during that time. Okay. Well, all right, y'all. Well, that's it. I ain't about to sit here and just hold with y'all. Y'all ready to go? I'm ready to go too then. That's what I'm about to do. Okay. So do you think that they're going to catch it that Bill is really sick this time? Do you think Dr. Montgomery is going to show us that she's really that girl and find something this time? Huh? What is Anita's history with Cecilia? Did Kat make the right decision buying that condo, or is she making things even worse and complicated with her man? Yeah. And how much longer do you think Andre is going to stay in the dark before he learns about the truth about Danny and Bill? Oh, I think he's going to learn it down to the hospital, coming down there to check on him or something and walk in on him. Hey, Scarlet Speedster. Anyway, for those of you in the replay gang, continue to talk about it down in the comments for us. And don't forget to hit that like button for us. I'd also like to take a minute out to say thank you to the moderators and to the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
Thank you indeed to the whole gang, and to all of the gatekeepers. You know Beyond the Gates is the show, but the gatekeepers is the community, where we come together to gossip about these doggone Duprees and just weigh out all our suspicions and opinions that ain't nobody asked us for, but you gonna get it anyway. And on Friday nights, we come around here to argue. We lock in our caps on our keyboards and we yell everything all night long because we over here to argue. We over here to argue on Friday nights. We have a live panel that comes up and they give their opinions and they give them back. And ooh, baby, we have a time. We have a time on Friday night. But listen, here's the thing though. You got to have you some snacks. You got to have you something to sip on when you come over here and hang with us on Friday night, baby, because we be over here cooking and eating and having a good time, okay? Anyway, that's it. I enjoyed today's recap. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already and share the channel with somebody else that's a Beyond the Gates fan. Thank you again to our incredible moderators for everything you do, to all of our members, the gatekeepers, and for supporting the channel and our replay gang. Thank every single one of you that make this community such fun and such a fun place to talk about this show. So you know what I'm going to tell you, right? I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. All right, bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.